Good morning, panelists, dean and advisors. We are the Group 9. I'm Marvin Gloria, BSIT4.
I'm Liza Monopollo, BSIT4.
I am Ferdinand Fabian, BSIT4.
To start with, we would like to present our capstone project entitled Southern City Colleges HR 215 Management System. Chapter 1, Background of the Problem.
Which is our purpose is to
Automate
and change the process, not totally change, but
to enhance
the process.
the process of the HR.
Because the current issue of the Southern City Colleges, they use the old process in archiving and saving the information of the employee.
By using manual process.
By using the manual archiving in the process.
So, the project context of our research is to easily access the information of the
easily drop
the employee.
The information of the employee.
Our project is our system is offline based or standalone system that can install in one computer so that the security cannot compromise by the others because this is offline based.
And our system is only have a one user only, which is the HR
can use.
will be the admin. So one-time password or one-time account only. It's built in the database.
So, like I said, purpose and description. The purpose of the system is to automate the human resource transaction from the current situation and have easily access to information of the employees using offline-based system. So, next.
The description of the system. So the description of the system is an offline-based system that maintains the confidentiality and availability of information and ensures its integrity. It also refers to access control that prevents unauthorized persons from invading or accessing the system.
Objectives. So, the general objectives of our research is to aim develop Southern City Colleges HR 215 management system that will maintain the security and confidentiality and information stored in standalone computer in replacement of manual recording and manual archiving of 201 file. So our system has two major features, which is the profiling and also the 201 file uploading, which is the resume can be uploaded.
And let's go to the specific objectives. The researcher goals is to create an automated recording of employee, which is the 201 file information, through an automated system to work smarter so they can do their jobs more effectively and efficiently. These are the following specifications and of our objectives.
Starting with a feature that allow the system to count automatic the age of the personnel from the start. Then automatically there are a notification about their birthdays, and also a database that will save the information of the employee.
Next is easy to use and user-friendly graphic user interface, so they can use the system right away without manual.
Next is a function to separate employee information by campus.
A feature that can search for employee information. This is to easily track or search the employee when they needed the information. A function module that can manage the employee's information, like you can edit, but only the admin can edit, which is the human resource admin.
And the next feature for the 201 file section module is that the 201 file can upload and download employee image file or the uploaded file.
Let's go back. Let's go to next. The scope and limitation.
Yes.
One of the limitation of our system is the system has the first is scope.
Yes.
As a login interface,
Yes.
system can generate
File report.
file reports
Yes.
like the PDF extension.
Yes.
System has employee list interface, so easily access the personnel data.
Yes. And the system has the search module for employees to easily track by using their names or family names.
The system
Has
has notification for the birthdays of the employee. The human resource can also update the information of the employees.
yes. And also the system can save or input information of the personnel. Can upload and scan copies of the pertinent documents in image type file extension.
Yes.
And also the HR can download the image from
Or
the system.
the credential that
So-
they scan or they upload.
The limitation of the system or the system cannot be accessed online because this is a standalone, so this is
Yes.
offline based system.
The system has a one user only, which is the HR, will be the admin.
The
Next.
system does not have a messaging conversation module.
Yes.
Like chatbots.
Yes, there's no communication between
Yes.
other employees.
The system does not have payroll module, so
Yes.
this is research is more on based in
Focusing in-
information only, not in accounting.
Details of the
Yes,
employees.
yes.
System does not have with form request module,
Yes, yes.
and then system does not have backup cloud storage because this is offline. System does not have disciplinary management module like memo.
Yes. The system have a leave request module for employee. There is no function of it. Next is
System does not work even.
The system
the
does
system
not
that work event schedule interface. So there is no calendar activities.
Yes, exactly. So for the definition of terms, this is the list of beneficiary of our research. First is human resource information system, one file management system,
Yes.
only two. Then for the significance of the study, the research is made up to aim of knowledge regarding choosing topic from client needed, expected importance of the individual as the follows.
Yes.
Human resource,
researchers,
Does it-
school,
Yes.
and lastly the future researchers.
Yes.
let's go to methodology, chapter 3.
So our methodology is we use a
Modified waterfall.
Yes.
So why we choose modified waterfall? Mr. Paul?
For this research to proceed, the researcher interviewed the soliciting guidance, human resource, or the exact client
Client.
or the user to gather information on their current transaction. The researcher used the modified waterfall model for the research project to be useful. This will help the researcher to observe what step to make to achieve the goal through the phases of the methodology.
So the main idea why we choose modified waterfall because modified waterfall can be also split into sub projects
Yes.
and then appropriate basis such as afterwards if you done to designing
Yes,
or
or the development.
testing, deployment, maintenance, we can go back where stages that need to be improved.
Yes, or update.
Yes.
And
Then for the requirements gathering, so the researchers conduct interview, prepare the questionnaire for Solon City College's Human Resource Department, and also a meeting with to make them brainstorm what requirements should be applied on necessary information gathered such as hardware, software specification, and plant requirements.
Yes. And in terms in system design, we draw the system or we made a blueprint of our system. There's a figure there in the document, so you can see figure 3.2 system design.
Then we use
Well,
web browsers like Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, Firefox that can be used and can be accessed to our system.
this where in this web browser is that is the currently installed in our system. So
Yes.
this is only the testing tool that we use.
We use
Current-
while developing the system. Then we use Sublime text to encode the system. Then for the server to run the database, we use SAP.
Yes.
SAP is a free open source cross-platform web server solution stack developed by Apache Friends. So this is the application that we use for database. And also we use script,
Yes, sir.
the PHP, and also the HTML5.
So why we use
For the
SAP?
design.
Why we use SAP? So because SAP is has a control panel for the user or the client will easily drop the database or manually on and off
Yes.
the database.
So for the design, we use the CSS and the Bootstrap.
The Bootstrap is only for the icons, but more we use more on CSS to make user-friendly the system.
The wording and special effects animation.
We go to the maintenance of the system. To ensure system maintenance, researchers will conduct monthly checks of the system and backup copies of to-on files.
Yes.
Also, train the human resource department on
How?
the correct use of the system.
Yes, on how to use it.
Yes. So for requirements documents, so the researchers will be able to have an orderly sequence of document and where the researchers do alpha testing and beta testing,
and there
review related literature, review related study, methodology,
Alpha.
and beta testing, system usable scale questionnaire or the SUS, and Gantt chart. So this is the requirements.
This is about the requirements and specification. So let's go to the hardware specification that used in developing the system. So which is the Acer laptop and HP laptop and Asus desktop computer. So the processor that we use or
During the
during the
development,
development, which is the Intel Celeron, Intel Pentium, Intel Core series like i3, i5, and
so on and so forth and above.
yes.
So the memory,
The more high spec,
the better.
better.
The memory module that we use is, we suggest is 4 GB memory
Is the
module or above.
is the one of this.
Minimum requirements.
Minimum requirements.
240 GB SSD, 512 and 1 tera.
So in minimum hardware specification, use any laptop brand or any desktop brand.
Yes.
So the processor.
Minimum of Celeron and above.
Yes.
Then, like we said, 4 gig and, or above. And also the ROM, whereas the storage is 40 GB SSD or above.
So as-
We recommend SSD.
Yes.
Or
As you can see, we recommend you to use SSD for fast
Then we,
data retrieving and
then for
saving.
the system type, we recommended is 64-bit,
64-bit, yes.
no 32-bit.
Yes.
For software specification of the system code, we use Google Chrome, browser, Mozilla, Firefox, Microsoft Edge. For operating system, we try it in multiple OS like Windows 7,
Then,
Windows 10, Windows 11, which is the latest.
So any version as long the browser is updated.
Yes.
for the tools for system development, we use Sublime Text Editor, PHP, SAM,
Yes.
HTML version 5, CSS, and Bootstrap.
So if you see, we have system architecture,
6 layers
6 layers, because this is offline based system.
or standalone.
So we start with
User
we
layer.
have user layer, which is the
Computer with
with the admin, user, human resource. The physical layer is which is what
computer and
unit devices need to
that
be
means,
used. So you can use desktop or laptop. For application layer, like I said, browsers.
Yes.
Then presentation layer, which is the our system entitled Southern City Colleges HR2 One File Management System. Then for
Login, in
Logical
logical
layer.
layer, we use a login module. HR can input information of the employee. Search module for employee. Birthday notification for employee. HR can manage the information of the employee. HR can also download the documents of the employee. HR can scan copy of the document of the employee. HR can also generate report.
So in the database layer, which is the HR201 File Management System database.
okay. For the next, we have context diagram. So if you can
See
see,
the figure in the figure 3.1.
Figure 3.11 show the context diagram of Southern City Colleges HR201 File Management System. Human resource can log in into the system using username and password provided.
Yes.
The Human Resource Department can also enter employee information and upload documents. And then the arrow back to Human Resource operating employee list information. Human Resource can also download the employee information.
Yes.
And also there's birthday notification of the employee, and Human Resource can also generate report, which is the important.
In context diagram, we see that 3.5.1 in figure 3.12. So,
Which is the same
Same,
data, but so
we're
we need
explain.
to, for the data flow diagram, level 0, login
Shows
process, if you see the diagram shows the login process,
Yes.
input username, password, and click button to verify the user details of the HR.
Yes.
After verification, we'll fetch the data from the database. If details is true, the dashboard will appear. So if the inputted username, password are correct, the system will run successfully and display the dashboard,
Yes.
which is the home page. Same with the position, at department,
Yes.
and add personnel.
Yes.
First, you need to add position and department so that by adding the fourth process, which is the add personnel, can be fetched
In 201.
in adding personnel, which is the form,
Yes.
to be filled out. We need to fetch the position,
Yes.
the designation of the employee. What we
Designation. President.
president
Down
or
to-
down to last position.
Yes.
Then also for the department like DCS, DBM. Then for adding file like 201 file, same process, shows the process adding 201 file. HR can upload image file to the system.
And they just click the add file button, then select the employee name whose file you need to upload. So in fetching, in this process, they must be, they will fill out the form.
Yes.
For them to,
Fetch the personal name.
yes.
On the file.
Yes.
Because if the employee is not recorded in the system, so
They can,
there's no way to add a file.
yes. Without employee.
Yes. For the process 6, we have display all campuses
Yes.
because Southern City Colleges
Has
has
three
three campuses, like the main campus,
Central.
Central Campus,
Uh,
West Campus, and East Campus.
yes.
So then for the last process is the print reports.
Yes.
So we have a process for individual reports for the employee. So
Which
we
shows
can,
the printed report,
yes,
like HR department, can view and print the employee personal information by just clicking print report button.
yes. For the next is we have entity relation diagram. So if you see the figure, for the table personnel, we have 32 attributes.
Yes.
For example, per ID, per first name, per middle name, per gender, so on and so forth.
Yes.
So we have also other table like table department,
Yes.
table
Table for personnel, and table for admin, table for position, and table for files.
that will hold the data.
Yes.
Then we have also the Gantt chart. So this is our Gantt chart.
For you to know how the process or how we conduct the research.
Yes.
So
That's all. That's all.
For our group.
Our group.
So,
This is our present.
so thank you.
Thank you.
for listening to us. So, that's all.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck.